Tensions between the Duchesses of Sussex and Cambridge dramatically escalated to unprecedented levels this week, with Meghan Markle reportedly exploding into an envious rage upon learning of Kate Middleton's latest triumph. The trigger for Meghan's emotional meltdown? An exclusive new video Princess Catherine recorded promoting her successful children's book venture overshadowed the former actress's own bookstore appearance, intended to hawk her faltering memoir. According to multiple insider sources, Meghan had been excitedly preparing to steal the media spotlight with her first solo public engagement in months, a highly choreographed visit to the trendy Uptown bookshop in Los Angeles for a promotional book reading and signing event. However, her tightly orchestrated plans completely unraveled after aides informed the disgruntled Duchess about Kate's newly released literary teaser video unexpectedly going viral worldwide just hours prior. When staffers first played Kate's adorable clip teaching a school group about her latest book's whimsical illustrations, they recalled Meghan initially smiling along as they gushed about the princess's knack creating vibrant characters engaging children. One Sussex aide spoke under condition of anonymity. But within seconds, the Duchess's pleasant expression collapsed into this frighteningly sour grimace as she began pelting whoever's nearby with whatever she could grab, tossing shoes, lamps, even a porcelain tchotchke shaped like the royal carriage. In the minutes following this purportedly destructive tantrum, Meghan proceeded delivering a reported marathon-length tongue-lashing, raging against Kate's promotional video, outshining her big Los Angeles literary booking at the last minute. Several shell-shocked aides recounted cringing as the incensed Duchess repeatedly called herself an oppressed victim of the palace PR apparatus's systematic undermining, before accusing courtiers, maliciously conspiring, enabling Kate's sudden upstaging. Meg was utterly livid, Kate's whole thing immediately pulling focus away from her engagement, especially since it related to kiddie literature, the exact brand identity she's desperately trying cultivating lately herself, said another inside source with the Los Angeles Events Planning Committee. You could see her entire body start shuddering with fury once she wrapped her head around how Catherine's darling little video preempted dominating coverage over the big book tour stop she spent ages arranging. After excoriating her team for allowing the Duchess of Cambridge's cheap viral stunt siphoning oxygen from her rightful comeback media cycle, Meghan then reportedly grew distracted from final event preparations by compulsively hate-watching Kate's 68-second promo clip over and over. Staffers claimed their boss grew progressively more agitated, dissecting and venting about various perceived slights or hidden spiteful motives projected into each scene. She's positive Kate ensured including that one quick cutaway picturing the inscription inside every book's jacket flap, giving yet another obnoxiously gratuitous plug shoving the title in viewers' faces right before the video ends. Meghan steamed to multiple confidantes while spraying spittle across devices streaming the offending princess's footage. As if their royal PR team didn't already make her supremacy over my own literary storyteller identity clear by dressing those adorable tykes in smocked outfits practically twinning my kids' looks from Archie's first birthday. Such calculating moves prove they remain pathologically obsessed, suppressing and demoralizing my success at every conceivable turn. According to sources, Meghan's frenzied rantings quickly spiraled down even darker paths with alarming undercurrents of paranoid conspiracy theories toward the royal family's official media operations at large. At one point she apparently proclaimed, Kate's video dropping perfectly calculated disrupting my bookstore appearance proves the palace PR team remains directly surveilling and systematically undermining every single move I make. The Duchess then began speculating that Kensington Palace operatives strategically planted leaks about her Los Angeles event details through palace rat-ringer networks, seeding malicious media disinformation campaigns. In her view, broadcasting those specifics empowered Catherine's staffers timing the video's viral release for maximum damage, subsuming Meghan's promotional opportunity under the princess's greater wattage celebrity. One of us wives married into the firm must constantly wage psychological warfare, suppressing the other's independent narrative potential at inopportune junctures, the very lifeblood fueling this dynastic cycle of intergenerational trauma preventing my unilateral liberation. Meghan decried according to those present during the outburst, apparently gesticulating wildly around her private office. Well, it seems now Kate's thirst for petty vengeance simply knows no boundaries, which is precisely why I must once again take on this ultimate David versus Goliath battle for my own voice. This shameless latest ambush directly targeting my livelihood proves the monarchy's sadistic foot soldiers remain determined, burying me beneath her royal thighness stature until breathing my very last. Aides allegedly became so concerned by Meghan spiraling into increasingly unhinged illusions about treacherous cabals and Machiavellian media mind control that they briefly discussed options for intervention. However, the eventual decision centered around simply allowing the defiantly distraught Duchess ample cooling-off periods, distancing herself from technology before proceeding with afternoon engagements. Unfortunately, we learned the hard way from past meltdown experiences that Meghan only gets exponentially more volatile if you try gently suggesting taking a sec de-stressing or disconnecting from socials when she's already reached those hyper-escalated states of adrenaline-fueled paranoia, one source admitted. So, unless outright refusing to comply with her security team's safety protocols, giving wide berth while doing our jobs quietly and out of sight turns out the least triggering reset path. Per insiders, the Duchess's darkest conspiracy theorizing soon wore itself ragged from apparent mental exhaustion following 80-plus minutes of continuous raving against Kate's omnipresent psyops agenda. She eventually summoned remaining composure, getting glammed for cameras before soldiering on toward her Los Angeles book event appearance, walking on literal eggshell-laden ground. However, eyewitness accounts indicate Meghan remained visibly flustered throughout the 45-minute program's scripted remarks and onstage dialogue. When an audience member's cell phone notification bizarrely began blaring audio from Kate's video mid-discussion, the Duchess recoiled sharply with face contorted somewhere between wince and snarl, betraying still simmering frustration transcending even her usually poised professionalism. Of course, the relentless media paid vendor peddlers would already invade sanctuaries I actually designed, uplifting the national conversation, just despite my individual empowerment with their dutiful crown coddling. The microphones reportedly picked up Meghan's seething response before deftly regaining her composure, continuing anecdotes from her latest memoir.